Alright, today we got a couple. First up on my list is ones that I picked up down at Meijer in Port Huron. In addition to that Cuban Ale I tried right before this. They came in a little plastic bag, 3 of them. These are huge. They called these ancient sweets. They're gigantic. I mean, look at this thing. It's as long as my head is tall. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ludicrous. These are the biggest long peppers I think I've ever seen. I've seen some Anaheims that are about this size. But man, I can barely get that in the frame if it's too close. Look at that. So we'll pop off the top part here. And have at her. These ones aren't hot, so basically just a video of me describing it. These are extremely sweet. Overall, the sweetest peppers I've ever eaten. Live up to the both the colloquial and the traditional, or rather the genealogical definitions of a fruit, since peppers are technically berries. Usually don't think of these as berries, they're thought of as vegetables, but they are a fruit, and more specifically a berry. And these ones being this sweet, people traditionally consider fruits to be sweet, so this is more of a traditional fruit. Very much a bell pepper flavor, only the sweetness. Even red peppers that I eat, regular red bell peppers, aren't nearly as sweet as this. Really succulent, tender. You can see the flesh. It's pretty decent thickness. Yeah, I'm just basically the same as a bell pepper. What people in Europe might call a capsicum or a paprika. Just a regular bell pepper type flavor. Just sweeter by far. And it's softer, more succulent texture than a bell pepper, not quite as much snap. Just really soft. Really good though. That's funny. I found these downstate, and then I get back up here, and I go down to Econo and Marquette yesterday, and I saw these for sale there too. So if I ever want to get them again, well, and they won't necessarily always carry them, but I know where to look anyway. A lot of work to eat one of these things. Wow. Oh, I'll show you the seeds. There's a lot of them in there. Look at that. All 3 lobes at the very top here just covered in seeds. Yeah, I don't know what species this is, but I'm almost willing to stake my claim on annuum just based on the flavor. It tastes just like a bell pepper, the only difference being a slight difference in texture. a lot more succulent, like I said, softer texture. I know that it's ripe, but even compared to a red bell pepper, the succulence and the softness of this, yeah, texture-wise, it's different. But the flavor overall, just like a ripe bell pepper, red. But I've never had, to the best of my knowledge, any of the other species of peppers, chili peppers, such as frutescens, pubescens, um, or bacatum is the other main species that most pepper varieties are all derived from. I think that the ones that I ate out of Gunner's Garden might have been a bacatum variety, but I really don't know for sure. The wall was a lot thinner, and the overall flavor was more. They looked like ornamental peppers of some kind, and I think a lot of ornamental peppers are the frutescens, bacatum varieties, but I really don't know for sure. I'll have to do some research on that. But my guess is annuum for this particular one. Back to the original point. The seeds are really hard. Mm. All right. So in conclusion, of course, the ancient sweets aren't hot pepper at all, and based on that as well, I'm willing to guess that they're in the same subclassification as bell peppers, which are an annuum variety, Capsicum annuum, and they have a. I've read that they have a recessive gene that's that prevents capsaicin from being produced in them. So yeah, ancient sweets are really good, excellent flavor, really good sweet bell pepper flavor. The flesh is a lot softer and more tender and succulent than than bell peppers or even jalapenos and other peppers in that same family, in that same species, I should say. So yeah, ancient sweets are quite an excellent flavored pepper.